Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 4 of the Jiggee Jon show. And guess what? We are back right here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, because we're gonna find out somebody on the show doesn't have a lot of blood going to the rear end of their torso. Who is that person? We will find out shortly. But first of all, let's bring on the show last week's winner. So the competition last week was somebody had to tell us exactly what their best memory at 11 was, because last week's guest was 11-year-old Fatima Noria, and she's achieved so much at the age of 11. And here's our winner, and it's a lady called Lavin Gill, who commented, at the age of 11 I performed a song at a cousin's wedding which ended up being bad, but luckily being cute helped. And since then I've picked up dancing instead, and I'm now known as the Bhangra queen of the family. Oh, very good, Bhangra. Today she performs at weddings and cousins, do's and close friends. So our winner of 2 Sunset Cruise tickets and a Jiggee Jon show t-shirt is Lavin Gill. Congratulations! And this brings us to today's guest. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a celebrity MC, we've had a technopreneur, we've had a child star, and today we have pretty angry bald man Kavin.
I'm not always that angry lah.
Not always that angry, it seems. What's up, brother?
Okay.
How you doing? Welcome to the show, man. Thank you very much for joining us. Are you making sure you're sharing that we're live?
I'm trying to work out this phone.
Our bearded dragon, Dinosaur, is now trying to put the show live on his page.
So for also on my personal page.
So while he's doing all of that, for those of you who don't know who Kavin J is, he is one of our top stand-up comedians in Malaysia who has seen some great fame lately. We're going to get to that very shortly. So Kavin, how's it going, man?
It's going great lah. It's going good.
How many kilos have you put on or lost this year?
This year I put on 3, lost 2.
Very good. So that brings us back to a fat knot.
Yeah lah. So you see, the thing is, I don't work out per se.
Right.
I'm on this new diet.
Keto.
Keto diet, yeah.
Really? Are you for real?
Look, a lot of comedians will come out here and tell you things, bad things about keto diet.
Okay.
Like, let me tell you, okay, I've been on this keto diet for 2 months now, and I've lost the will to live.
Wonderful. So the keto diet is not if you have a strong will to not live.
Yeah, I look, they tell what, you cannot eat rice. Right? You cannot no, it's stupid. You know why? Because as a Malaysian Indian, you know how hard is it to tell my parents I don't eat rice?
They might as well disown you.
It's easier to tell them I'm gay.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
No,
but you do have a wife, so that's not going to fly. So what was your career like before stand-up comedy?
I was a typical Indian boy, engineer.
You are actually a professionally trained engineer.
Well, yes. I mean, I'm
civil, electrical,
marine engineer.
Marine.
Basically, I started out as education-wise. I started out as aeronautical, and then I got a scholarship. So I went and did marine engineering in the UK.
As in for studies, or you actually worked in the field as well?
No, I worked in the field as well. I was a Petronas scholar.
No way.
And then I came back, I worked with Petronas for a while, and then I left.
So you're a bright spark lah.
Yeah, well.
Now all the thing that's sparking is your tale. Motta tale is sparking away.
No,
lights are getting out of disarray.
They had a problem adjusting the lights to my head.
We forgot to pack our kuti kura. Pour in baby powder, because as usual my assistant doesn't even have any powder in her handbag. Powder. So anyway, so you were a marine scholar.
Yeah,
Petronas scholar. Okay. Yeah. So how long were you working before you went into comedy full time?
So okay, I was working on the ship, so I was away most of the time. So I didn't do comedy then, and then I left Petronas.
Okay.
And then there was a time in my life where I didn't have a job because it was in transition, because it took time for them to give me my letter of release.
Sure.
And stuff like that. And something I want to tell you, because we've been talking about it today. And then I became a clown.
Come on.
I swear to God, we were clowns in the same industry in the same time, almost.
No.
Really?
What year did you ever become a clown?
2003.
No, see, I retired 2002.
Okay. So yeah, but you were there.
So how did you become a clown?
You know Varinda?
The late Varinda.
The late Varinda? Yeah, he was my brother's friend. And
okay, wow.
So he one day just basically
Fun generation.
Yes. He basically one day couldn't do a show they were supposed to do. So he just called me, come here. He put makeup on my face, right? Gave me the clothes and said, you just stand there and do nothing.
Okay, sounds about right because Varinder was trained by Arnold from Lobos.
Yes.
And Arnold's elder brother was my Sifu, Stanley Kumar.
Exactly.
So, and did the same thing, the rascal. Wait, one day I'm going to come after you. Literally threw me there, offered me 50 ringgit. This poor Kotai boy at 18.
And they gave me a bunch of balloons.
Yeah.
And I had to just give them out to kids as they walk.
Listen, my first story, I almost set my clown wig on fire. Stanley dumped me there in a house in Bukit Damansara. I dressed up in someone's toilet, put the bird out, almost burned my own birdie, but never mind, not so important.
Wait, hold on. He straight away
He dumped me there and left.
Wait, and doing magic.
Magical clown. With a bird, the kurvi came out from don't know which pot.
No training.
I carried his bag for 3 months.
Okay.
I carried his bag. It's a big difference versus you're now a clown.
Fair enough.
So,
no, at least you got to carry the bags. I didn't get that also.
Looks they all came from the same boat, throwing us in under the bus basically. Also, how long were you a clown then?
At least I did it on and off for about maybe 2 years.
You're kidding me?
Yeah, I still can do the balloon animal.
Come on, dude! I didn't know this about you.
Yeah,
so we're clown brothers,
exactly.
Who would have thought, lah?
And yeah, so became a clown. And then I got another job, engineering as well. Then I started working engineering, but there was a hole in my life.
A hole?
A hole.
Okay, and how did you fill it with lots of
Then I broke up with my ex-girlfriend and that hole went. Then, no, I'm only joking, but I felt like I always wanted to do arts. Like I wanted to be in the arts. Like the clown thing kind of woke me up a little bit.
Okay.
Like,
wait. What was your clown name? Dumpy?
No.
Dumbo?
Close to the first one, Funky the Clown. I know, right?
Who gave you that name?
You know what happened?
What?
When the first show put me there, I'm sitting there. One kid came and asked me what's my clown name, and I had like the teen beard.
Okay.
And I went Funky the Clown. He laughed, and I thought, okay lah, that's the name I'm going with.
Oh my God, Funky!
Yeah, Funky the Clown. Yeah.
Now you should probably consider going back to being a clown, dude. With this look, I think you make more money.
Yeah, but I don't think this is a clown for birthday parties. I think this is a clown for horror movies.
Well, that could work as well.
Yeah.
You're doing one.
No, I mean the thing is, I don't know.
Badut di larut malam.
No, I don't know if I want to go back to being a clown. I think it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, when you think about it now, I mean, what we used to do being funny then, now we can do it just minus the red nose, the makeup, and all of that. Okay, so then how did you find out that you were naturally funny or that you had the gift of the gab to stand up there and do this?
I mean, look, it's one of those things where you don't know, you never know.
Of course.
Like, okay, I've known people who are funny inherently, like, with a bunch of friends, they make people laugh, blah, blah, blah. Go on stage, hancho.
The class clown, and then put them on stage.
And that was me. Right?
Really?
I was not funny on stage the first time I went on stage.
Wait. What makes you think you're funny now?
I got a few people. No, I got a few people from Netflix who would disagree with you. But
he drops it. That's what you call Satu Sama. He dropped the N word. We were going to come to that, but you dropped it very early.
No. Well,
we'll come to that. Yeah.
So you see, remember Born with Comedy? You said
yes.
So finally, it was 8 people. I was second last.
Really?
Yeah.
I somehow felt that you were okay. Never mind.
No, I wasn't
further up the pyramid.
Nope, I wasn't. First was Jenhan, second was Neto, third was Papi Zak.
Okay, that's right.
And I was number
I remember
8.
you, but I don't remember any of the others, man.
I do remember most of them. I think it was Nigesh.
Nigesh Amon.
Yes, Nigesh Amon.
The comeback king.
Yes, he was last. So
Matthew didn't take part, did he?
No, that time
he should have.
He should have.
Funny fella.
No, actually maybe he did.
Yeah, the comeback kings, huh?
I think he did.
Punchi Ho as well?
Punchi Ho was there as well.
Yeah.
So all of them finished above me.
Oh, really?
Except for Nigesh.
Wow.
So I was second last. So
wow.
Yeah, I wasn't funny then. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know the science of comedy. I didn't know the
See,
art
now
of
that
it.
you say this, I remember that time you were still very much in engineer mode.
Exactly.
You were very serious.
Exactly.
I remember now.
I didn't have a personality.
Yes, not yet.
Not yet. I haven't found it. I haven't found my voice. I was trying to be someone else.
That's true.
I was trying to emulate comedians who were, like the big comedians like Russell Peters, Robin Williams. I was trying to be them rather than be myself. That was the problem that I had.
Wow.
Which is why like Andrew Neto, Kwa Jenhan,
Yep.
They were good immediately. They knew who they were.
Yep.
They were confident. They were
comfortable in their own
exactly.
skin.
And they went on to do bigger things straight away.
Right away. Off the bat.
Andrew Neto straight away.
Off the bat.
Harith Iskandar took him under his wing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Did well.
I remember that.
Jenhan did whatever he did well. But the rest of us were sitting down going like, what do we do now?
I actually remember those moments. I remember. But then suddenly you just hit the scene, and then it's been no turning back, man.
Exactly. It took years though. It took years for me to build a personality for myself. When I say build a personality, I mean that in the least way possible, because the personality has to come from you. It's inside. It's you.
See, the funny thing is, I'm glad you said that, Kavin, because a lot of people out there today, there's a lot of new budding comedians, right?
Of course.
And the thing is, I've actually watched your journey, and I couldn't have been happier to see a lot of these things that have taken place in your life as of recent years. But it just basically means you persevered.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
No, but a lot of people don't realize that there's so much of sometimes emptiness and void in between.
Oh, dude.
Oh, man. Filling that space, filling your head space.
No, and it works with any industry as well. Like
comedy.
But comedy, I mean, okay.
It's a lot more difficult.
It's a lot more difficult because the rejection is immediate.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
walking off a stage and they don't know what you're talking about.
We used to do shows in this place called Bojangles.
Okay.
Remember Bojangles?
Yes.
And we used to walk out, the owner's skin. We used to walk up to him and say, hey, can we just, get on your stage and do a show.
Yeah.
And the show will be at 9 o'clock.
Correct.
The audience will be the 7 people who were there since 5 p.m. drinking. They've never seen their children before in their life. Their family or they don't know. They are alcoholics for the first class alcoholics.
Sure.
Right? And these people are so drunk by 9 o'clock, they think they are funnier than you.
That is true. That is true.
And most of the time, me, Papi Zai, Punchiho will walk up on the stage and we will try our best to tell a joke.
Okay.
To help them, like, hey, listen lah, we're trying to do something here. And they won't. And most of the time what happens is some of them would even get up, come on stage, take the mic and tell a knock joke and everybody will laugh.
Oh boy.
And we are standing there going like, hey look, this is a joke I wrote from my heart, talking about my mother and my father, and that's
Amma jokes don't work anymore. Actually, but I would say the best joke someone has on their mother or is it their grandma is Jason Leong, man.
Right.
His grandmother's backside or his
mother's backside.
Mother's backside. Oh, Jason Leong and his mother's backside. I mean, that joke still kills me every time I hear it. I don't even know if it's true, but I think it is.
I think
there's a lot of truth to that. But let's not talk about his
mother's backside.
We'll talk about that soon. But anyway, so let's fast forward to now. So Netflix, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Now, how in the world did you land that opportunity?
I was in the right place at the right time.
So tell us, man.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was I was helping Harith out, right? Because Harith got the Netflix special.
Okay.
Right. So I was helping Harith out with his material and with his show and stuff.
Yeah.
But this was in July. Like
July last year, right?
Yeah.
The year
before that.
17.
So 2 years ago. What happened was he knew like 6 months before the shoot date that he was going to have a Netflix special. So he had a lot of time to prepare. We had a lot of time to prepare. But in August, when he wanted to shoot his special, I had to go away to Edinburgh.
Okay.
To do the Edinburgh Festival.
Sure.
Right. So I went, but then, like, I was not supposed to come back for the special. But I decided, you know what? Netflix specials don't happen every day in Malaysia.
Not at all.
So I want to be part of that.
Of course.
Shooting. So I actually cut short my trip.
Okay.
I bought another ticket.
Yep.
And I came back early.
Okay.
Right, a day early, so that I can.
To help him.
Just to help him, just to be
so
there.
So you didn't know you didn't even have your own show yet.
No, nobody knew. Like they had 2 comedians. One was Fakafaz.
That's right, Fakafaz, yeah.
And one was this thing. Nobody even knew that they were looking for a third one.
Oh, come on.
Nobody knew. Like, and
wow.
What happened was, and I told Harith I'm coming back, and when I was helping out with all the seats and everything we were doing. And
you were doing seating.
Yeah, even then.
Wow, you became Bangla lah.
Hey, when it's cheap lah. So, and Harith comes up to me about 10 minutes before the show and says, good luck. And I'm like, why are you wishing me good luck? Good luck to you, what the hell? And he's like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, you're opening. You're warming up the crowd before I go on, right?
Wow.
So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like with my t-shirt luso, my jeans koyak. I'm like, look, I'm not really, he hands me one of his jackets and it looked like, my arm couldn't go through. Right, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go out there, just do lah.
Okay.
I went out there 10 minutes. I did well, warmed up the crowd. Harith came on, did well, and then the second show as well. So he had 2 shows on the same day, 2 different sets of audience.
Right.
So 2 takes lah.
I see.
So then then the second time as well, they told me, okay, don't do those jokes, do different ones. And I came on, I did different ones, and then he came on and then he did the show. Everything went well.
Yep.
After the show, the guys from Netflix walk up to me and say, hey, are you free next week to come to Singapore?
Okay.
I'm like, oh sure, why not? So I was going to Singapore anyway, so I went there. I met with the producer, and he's like, hey, how do you feel about having your own special?
Wow.
I'm like, am I being pranked or what is going? Is Ashton Kutcher gonna jump out right now?
Wow.
And I was like, I don't. And he's like, okay. He gave me a date. It was, I think, a month and a little bit more.
Sure.
Like it was August. I think I had to shoot in October.
2017.
Yeah. So, and I was like, and he gave me the date, and I'm looking at my phone. I don't know what to say at this point, because think about this, right? It's a Netflix special. Even if I was getting married that day, I will postpone the wedding.
Of course, that's
right?
a given.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, of course, I want to do it. And I remember they took me to this coffee shop, this small coffee shop.
Okay.
Bought me a latte.
Okay.
And then the meeting happened.
Yep.
He left. I sat there for 3 hours with that latte. I don't know. I didn't know what to do.
Couldn't sink in.
I didn't know what to do. I was just looking at the latte. I couldn't drink it. I couldn't leave. I don't know. I was looking at
dumbfounded beyond belief.
I didn't know what to do. So and
what date was that?
You
should buy a 4D number, dude.
I know, right? But yeah, I can't remember the date now.
October 17th.
I'm sure it's in my phone somewhere. But
sure. Wow.
So yeah, after that I gathered myself. I went to do the other show that I was doing in Singapore, and I came back and I called the boys lah.
Yeah.
Kiran, Prakash, and Brian. And I told them, look, they offered me a special, and I want you guys to be involved. And they were happy for me. So that's what happened lah.
So what's your advice to budding comedians out there?
Just do. It's one of those things where you have to work. Nobody understands how much work goes into this.
Sure.
Nobody understands how much time and effort and investment it goes into this career. Everybody thinks that once you go on stage, if you do well, you're done. You know, like it doesn't work like that.
Sure.
It takes years and years and years. Like you mentioned Jason Leong. Jason Leong is a bona fide superstar now.
Sure.
It wasn't overnight.
No.
It wasn't overnight. It took him years. He's now 8 years in the business.
Correct.
And you see, it took me 6 years to find my voice.
Correct.
And then, eventually come out. It took me 11 years to get a Netflix special.
To get a break.
I mean,
a big break. A big break.
It took Harry 26 years
That's what I'm
to
saying.
get a Netflix
Do you know
special.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Just when you think that you waited 12, Harit, how long?
Exactly.
He waited half his life, man.
Exactly. And nobody, like, when you look at Russell Peters, 2005, when YouTube came out, and then his thing, his clip went viral. Nobody talks about the 15 years before that when he was struggling in a Canadian comedy scene. And nobody talks about that. Like, nobody talks about the struggle they have to put in to become who they are. And that's the thing. Like, it's always a struggle. It's something that you would do.
Sure.
Only if you can go through that struggle.
Of course.
No matter how big of a star you are.
Yeah. No, aptly put, man. So, do you think in Malaysia it's tough?
No, I mean, okay, yes and no. Again, it's a challenge. It's always going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
And no, because it's such a young scene.
Sure.
Because it's such a young scene, there's no competition. You see, okay, like you see, I went to the US, right?
Okay.
Okay, this is their open mic night.
Okay.
3,000 comedians are waiting to perform in one open mic night.
Ooh.
They have a waiting list.
Okay.
Right? So you come on, let's say Tuesday, go open mic. You see lah where you are on the list. So maybe you'll get on not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that.
Oh boy!
Right? So you have to kind of wait your turn.
Right.
So and because there's so many things, there's not enough places for you to go and do your stuff.
Sure.
And grow. Like here in Malaysia, you show up on Tuesday, you'll be on.
You'll be on. Confirm.
Wednesday you'll be on.
Open
Thursday also you'll be on.
night or crack house or whichever.
So something will happen. You can always, like, especially now lah. Like, I mean, when I started out, it was basically apart from the Bojangle show, which was horrible.
Yeah.
People always say the more stage time, the better.
Of course.
But I always say quality over quantity.
Definitely.
Because if you go up on the stage and do your jokes and nobody is listening,
of course,
might as well do it in the home at home with the mirror lah.
Definitely.
It's the same thing. So instead of shooting yourself in the foot as confidence goes, it's better to do a quality stage.
That's right.
And get the rejection or gratification that you need, and go home and work on your stuff.
Yeah,
So
and now it's time to put you on the hot seat.
Okay lah. This is, let me brush
My
my beard.
favorite part is coming. So, folks, if you're watching this, we're gonna put Kavin J on the hot seat because I like how he mentioned the fact that some of his inspiration in the early days was Russell Peters, among others.
Of course.
Have you heard of that game that they do on some talk shows called Think Fast?
Yes.
That should more or less answer it.
Okay.
So we're gonna switch it up and say Think Roast.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say a name, and I need you to just roast them in one word or two.
Okay.
Are you ready for this, my friend?
Sure, why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, let the fireworks begin. Har Iskandar. Kavin J, flustered, floundering. Oh my God, what is happening?
Roast, roast.
Yes, sir. You're in the hot seat, brother.
New jokes. Write some new jokes.
Douglas Lim.
Too mean. He's too mean. Stop being mean. Just be
That's
nice
not a
guy.
roast, man.
He is too mean, but he's probably the best comedian in Malaysia right now.
Jason Leong.
Yeah, definitely. What Jason Leong needs is not a personality on stage, it's a personality off stage.
Okay, Rizal Van Gazel.
Rizal, stop listening to reggae.
Kwa Jen Han.
Kwa Jen Han. Hey, stop doing fat jokes, okay? It's my jokes.
Okay, Poon Chee Ho.
Poon Chee Ho. He roasts himself. His last show was called Creepy. It's what we called him.
Okay, Prakash Daniel.
Prakash, beard's my thing,
Oh.
Okay, stop stealing. No, you know what's the worst part about Prakash Daniel? The worst part about him is that the fact that everybody thinks we look alike.
Exactly.
That's the reason I shaved my head, you know. You understand that I did my Netflix special, 7 people congratulated him on a Netflix. I'm like, hey, hello, I did the hard work, you know.
Okay.
There were so many times I'm doing the show, he's just watching the show, they go and take picture with him.
Okay, Andrew Neto.
Yeah, definitely. My cousin.
I know.
He's my cousin.
I put him in the middle for a reaun.
My family. But yeah lah, write some new jokes lah. Okay, I've been hearing the same jokes for bloody 11 years.
Gajan Nad.
Yeah. Okay, we know you're Chindian. Okay, enough lah. Everybody knows. Okay, stop it.
I put the correct guy.
Stop it
I
lah.
got the correct roaster. All right, Joanne Kam.
Okay, I respect you a lot, Joanne, but
He's scared. He's
No, I'm not
actually scared to roast her.
no, her jokes are best told on someone's lap.
Okay.
Although she did come up with some new material, which is very good.
Papi Zach.
Papi Zach. If this guy was half as hardworking on his material than eating food, he would have been the best comedian Malaysia has.
Ooh.
He's a lazy bastard.
Ooh, and the roast just keep on coming.
Kiran Baladevan.
Kiran, sorry.
Diffler's gonna get an aneurysm one day. Okay, poor thing. Okay, he's gonna get a stroke.
Too angry lah.
He's too angry.
Too angry.
He's too angry.
Okay.
Calm down lah. I mean,
All right.
Look, listen. It's a fly. Okay. No need to get angry. Okay. People are watching Endgame. Why you care?
Okay.
People are listening to what's the first name? The grenade song.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. He angry about that for what? Why? People ask him to listen lah. No, isn't it?
Russell Peters.
Well done. Russell Peters, I don't know him personally. So
No, but I mean, as a fan.
okay, do some jokes lah.
Ooh.
No, honestly, okay.
We're gonna have to find a way to let him see this.
No, okay, but the thing is, to be fair, if he sees this, we have different problems. But you see, the thing is, recently he's been doing some jokes. But
Okay.
most of his career, what he's done is he's just making fun of the audience.
That's true.
Which, fair enough, works with an audience. But you know, as a
Yeah.
comedian, I'm like, hey, do some work lah.
Sure. Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah, I got nothing bad to say about him. He's one of my favorite comedians. I think he's one of the best storytellers in the world. I
Damn
think,
straight.
Look, this guy.
Can't roast him, can you?
No, you can't. He's a nice guy, and also the fact that I don't know him personally. If I did, maybe I could. But
Sure.
But as a professional comic, he's perfect. He can talk about a dead dog on a Christmas day and make it funny.
Okay, so the last one you know, so you have to say something. Jiggee Jon.
Jiggee Jon. Where do I start?
Oh, I'm all ears, buddy. Bring it.
Stop doing comedy lah. Just do MC lah. Why you want to do comedy?
Oh, so he accepts the fact that I have elements of comedy in me. Okay.
Some.
All right, Macha. Now we're gonna go back to a day when we were children. We're gonna play a game called Bottle Caps.
Yeah.
So, if you win,
Uh-huh.
you decide what I do.
Okay.
Whether it's on the show today, no, maybe not on the show today, or between now and next week.
Okay.
Now, if I win,
Uh-huh.
you have to drop a parody for me and I will air it on next week's show.
Okay.
Whichever way you do it, a parody. Have you ever played Bottle Caps before or not?
I have when I was a kid, but I wasn't very good at it.
Okay, so
I was too busy playing
in
football.
order for us to start, first we're going to timbang lah.
Okay.
Every bottle cap represents 20 points.
20 points. Okay.
So depending on how many we catch, that will be our starting point lah. So 60. Your turn.
Wow.
Nicely, come on. Let's do this. I've not played this since I was in primary school, man. And that's about 10 years ago lah. So
You see, I don't have steady hands. That's the problem.
quit wanking today.
Four.
80. All right, you go first.
Okay.
You go first. So you
So,
know how
okay.
it works, right?
So
You just
spin,
yeah,
right?
there we go.
Okay.
Spin.
Wait, must put properly first.
Oh. All right, bottle caps it is. Ooh,
Aiyo, too
I
far.
love it.
Gone.
Pick your favorite one. Take one.
Uh,
All right, so this one to that one.
I knew it lah.
I will help you.
Wait, I was.
He's steering it.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Ain't gonna happen. Oh! All right.
This one, right?
Could we please get it back on table? Somebody instead of
I am
playing with the
bored.
freaking cameras. All right, so my turn now.
So how many points is that?
No, wait. So you've just missed your turn, dude.
Okay.
So now it's my turn.
Okay.
And wow, somebody's
so-
in camera. Next time, don't come on
So we
camera.
know now, not too hard.
Not too hard. There you go. Appadi dhan podu.
Hey, where can that?
So then you just. So now I take one. Okay.
Okay,
You
so
have
this one
to.
is all, lah.
Can. I used to do this in my sleep. Your turn.
Someone with the brag. Are you?
I know. Okay. Your turn.
Okay.
You're gonna get this. All right. Nice.
Okay, now
That's
out.
pretty much out of the game. Let's make it easy for you.
What, this one is out?
Yes. Sometimes the new ones are. All right.
Aiyo.
Let's do it.
Hit! It hit!
Your tala hit. Hit my hand more like it.
Hit that on the way
Okay.
up.
Fast one. I tell you what, we'll just do a best of 3 timbangs and see who scores the
Okay.
most. Okay, that's 60. Your turn. Best of 3. Best of 3. Then we see who with the highest score.
Okay.
All right. There we go. Ooh, very good. Wow, 60 each, huh? All right. Let's see. All right. So that's 120. Drop it, yeah. Drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Ooh, guys got 8. Ooh. Damn. So also 120, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, last round, last scope. May the force be with me. Dang it, 180. Please drop more than that. Drop more than that. You can do it. All right, here we go. Ooh. Panda juga. Not bad, huh? Ooh.
Yes!
Yikes! So you're gonna have to decide what I'm gonna do, man.
Okay.
You got it in your head already?
I don't know. Do you support the football team?
No, I don't.
That's out. Okay. Can I think about it?
Sure.
Okay. I have to think about it lah.
All right. Now, so thank you, man, for coming on the show. So just for you, you're the first one I have a triple XL T-shirt. All right.
XL.
Oh, that's right.
The first time.
My
For the
first
time.
one, for joining me on the show. Every week we give out a T-shirt. Homie, I hope you can fit into this.
How
All right.
big do you think I am? This one can make tent lah, macam.
All right. Now, we're giving a chance for some of you to win 2 cruise tickets and a T-shirt. You know what we're going to do?
What?
I want anyone to drop a 15-second Insta stand-up comedy video. You're going to judge it for me.
Okay.
I think that's pretty cool.
Fair enough. Just
Yeah.
tell a joke lah. Just tell a
Yeah,
joke.
so 15 seconds, how many jokes can you crack?
One.
Yeah.
Possibly
so, to all our viewers out there, for next week's competition, 2 Sunset Cruise tickets and a
With
T-shirt.
Kavin.
Well, I don't know about that, but you send us your Insta 15-second video or even on Facebook, and he's going to judge it. We're going to announce the winner next week. So, folks, this is episode 4, my man Kavin J. I hope to all our budding comedians out there, you've been inspired, you've enjoyed our show. Please like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Watch us on the Jiggee Jon Show. Episode 4 just dropped. My man Kavin J. And next week, let's see who's coming on. Over and out. So YouTube.
Yeah! Jiggee, since you lost the challenge with me on the bottle cap thing, you know what? I'm going to challenge you, since we both got beards, to bleach your beard. Now, I'm not asking you to bleach your whole beard because, let's face it, you already don't look good. So, just one streak, just down here, like me. See my streak? We do it like that.
Switch them.